We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Washington Commanders. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20. Now Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Boy, 30 more yards and another first down. Throwing Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
So many times we've seen him trying to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Giants first down.
Now we're first and 10 at the 11. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up second and 5.
Now second and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Touchdown, Giants. Jalen Hyatt, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. From his end zone is Byron Pringle. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Howell and the Commanders come up now first and 10 at their own 18. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's out wide here for Robinson. So no gain on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
How slow, complete to Dodson. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Going right back to Dodson. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll bring up second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 32-yard line.
With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. You talk about this Giant defense. They were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
Slot man moves right. And the slot man goes in motion left. Howell looking to throw again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Howell. Open man is Samuel, complete. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. And Howell will throw it. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And the Giants are going to have it here just past the 25. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. These two teams met at MetLife Stadium earlier this year with the Giants winning that one. So they're looking for another win here in Washington to take the season sweep. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
The approach is driving a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on the first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. Definitely.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on 2nd. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Meanwhile, Jones' throw complete here to Waller. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
It's not critical about the game there on 2nd down. That's a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
And that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. For a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete. You got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one, had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Now down to throw it. And that'll be incomplete.
The call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen, but this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Howell completing the quick throw out wide. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin from 6 yards away. And the Commanders are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well, that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left, early in November, but they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Jones is going to put it in the hands of Barkley on the option. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
A gain of 15. First down, New York.
Now a turn and a give to Barkley. And it's a long ball now. And he'll be out just just a yard or two shy of the 30.
59 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
There was a great article in the paper yesterday about how he likes to run angry. Plays like that, you can feel it, can't you?
As long as he doesn't drive angry, we're okay. Because when he's on the field, that anger works for him. It fuels him, it powers.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
On second down, here's Barkley. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Giants on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 19.
A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now Jones wants to change it up.
Jones now on first down. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring it to 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
Eric Gray,
his first NFL reception, goes for 6.
And the Giants are able to add on to that lead.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is up to 8.
14. Commander is 6. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
From the end zone, here's Pringle.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. 1 man to beat. And he will score.
Touchdown, Washington.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there.
Howell throwing for it.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator's a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. And he'll stretch out only about a yard up to the 42.
We talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think every play's safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Here's Jones from the gun on third down. And that will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Taken in at the 22. And he'll be out right at the 35.
A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so now it comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it, can't afford any more missteps, though.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Dexter Lawrence finding his way through defensively for the stop. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. $13 yards remaining on 2nd down. Now Howell. A throw left side caught here by the tight end Bates. A gain there of 21 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Gibson here running out of the gun.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
2nd and 2, 1st down marker at the 5-yard line. They'll pitch it to Robinson, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr., his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And Washington has taken the lead.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Give him 30 yards there.
And this is how you answer a touchdown the other end. You come out throwing to start your own drive. And not just throwing, but pushing it down the field. And they come up with a big play as they try to answer back with a score of their own.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Throw right side, taken in by Bellinger. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice gain.
Now Jones, eluding the pressure right. He stiff arms him, and out of bounds all the way down at the 3. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Second and goal from the 6 this time. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now. And this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And how about the coverage here in the end zone? That's how you frustrate a quarterback. You get pressure on, and you take away all of his receivers, and he's got to throw it away on 3rd and goal.
Gano's kick is good, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
From the end zone, here's Pringle. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted.
Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
19, Giants 17.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
From the end zone, here's Pringle. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, Good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
A solid stiff arm. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football open to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds.
75 yards rushing now for Barkley. It's a first down.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown.
Daniel Bellinger from 4 yards out. And the Giants have retaken a third quarter lead.
Gano the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
From the end zone, here's Pringle. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Azeez Ojulari in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back, and they did a great job in the first half. And now they've got their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure. Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Third and long, here's Howell.
Pressure comes and down he goes.
Dexter Lawrence with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And taken right on the 30. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute.
Now Jones is hit. He lost the football.
And that ball popped free. We can hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone to the fumble.
He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Jones, a throw completed to Hyatt. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it up, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down. Throwing, Jones. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's taken down inside the 30. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Back to throw again. Able to locate his man Slayton on an out route. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. Kendall Fuller in on the stop. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Remember, one-score game in the second half. Now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Jones looking to change the play. Jones from the gun on third down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Now Snappy's a hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal. Gano's kick is good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
From the end zone, here's Pringle. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 6. It's Howe with another throw. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Out of the gun, it's Howell.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today.
Picked off by Xavier McKinney.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
99 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Jamin Davis. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick six.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the fourth. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted a tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Well, this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to run with it. A fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
They will look to flush the memory of that pick six as we now have a brand new tie ball game here in the fourth quarter. Getting down to the good stuff.
A good run there to start the drive. 13 yards, first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Jones.
Caught along the left side by Hyatt.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll go to Barkley again. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
First down, Giants.
Back to throw. Jones.
Gets this to Waller on the crossing route.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
option left. It's Jones.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
Well, that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
They'll give it to Barkley off the option play.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun, Jones.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A nice little gain. Will go down as a gain of 6. And they've got a 3rd down and 3.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And they will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
Daniel Jones,
A 3-yard touchdown run.
and the Giants have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
And Daniel Jones has always been an integral part of his team's run game. 5 touchdowns on the ground in the first 3 years. Had 7 last season. So even if it's not a called quarterback run, he understands where the goal line is and often will carry it himself.
Extra point try good by Gano. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Commanders 27.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. On the counter, this is Robinson.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon.
Here comes 2nd down. Howell to throw.
Flush to his right.
Howell sliding down, and he picks up the 1st on that play. Howell trying to get his offense to hurry up and get set. Here's Howell.
He's got it. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
Clock under 30 seconds now. Here's second down.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here's third down at 5.
He's back to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's fourth down.
Try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Giants are close to finishing off this football game. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for the Jets, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they will head back home next week.
Meanwhile, for Washington,
it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll have a quick turnaround as they're back in action Thursday afternoon at around 3:30 Eastern for the traditional Thanksgiving Day game.